Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, and the biggest weekend warfare event in the game's history is now upon us. So this week's weekend warfare is going to last for 3 days for Memorial Day weekend. It's going to last until Tuesday, May 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific. It's going to feature double XP, double depot credits, an updated prop hunt, as well as a new depot bundle. So to cover on the updated prop hunt here at the very beginning, as you guys can tell, we are now playing on Bog. They add 2 more maps to the prop hunt playlist. We now have Bog as well as Showdown, and it is so much fun playing on new maps for prop hunt because people have no freaking idea what can be a prop, what is not a prop, where to look. They have no idea what's going on. So as you guys can see here, I am a giant street light, and I just place myself kind of across the street from the other light, but I keep looking up and noticing, well, that light's turned on and my light's not turned on. So it's kind of obvious which one of these is the real one versus which one of these is the fake one. But for some reason, as you guys can see, people just continue to run past me, and it is absolutely hilarious. They have no idea where to look or what's going on. It is so much fun seeing Raven Software adding new maps to prop hunt. It has definitely made the game mode a lot more fun. Not to say that it wasn't fun previously, but I'm just saying, like, how many times have we played on Vacant, right? How many times have we played on Ambush? Like, these are maps where we have seen all the spots, we have seen most of the different props you can be, we've seen a lot of it, right? And so when they add new maps, it just revitalizes the entire game mode, and it's a lot of fun. Now, I did mention that there is a new depot bundle, and I figured I should actually cover that quickly here in this video, just for the sake of completeness, because it is part of the biggest weekend warfare event ever. So it is a new supply drop you can purchase. You can only purchase it with COD points, therefore you have to spend real money on it. You cannot spend your depot credits on it. And what it does is it guarantees you a character that you do not have. Now, this may sound bad to some people, but in reality, characters are a very good thing to get out of supply drops, because oftentimes characters are classified as either epic or legendary, and therefore cost a ton to craft together if you want to go down that route. And oftentimes you need them as prerequisites for unlocking different supply drop weapons. So it's actually pretty good to try and go ahead and get these. I personally don't spend money on supply drops, so therefore I will not be doing it. But if you have some COD points laying around, it may actually be worthy of an investment. It's just, once again, unfortunate that players can't take advantage of it using depot credits. But at the same time, we're getting double depot credits all 3 days this weekend. So it kind of evens itself out, I guess, to an extent. So for the rest of this video, I would like to discuss prop hunt, because I have a theory about prop hunt and weekend warfare game modes in general here in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. I feel as though the reason why we have not seen prop hunt added to the game as a permanent public playlist is because Raven Software understands that this game mode, Slasher, Snipers Only, all the other game modes, they understand that these modes are a novelty. They understand that these game modes are very popular, and by having them come out on a semi-regular schedule, I haven't been keeping track of the actual schedule, but I think every couple of weeks, maybe every 6 weeks, I think is something I read online. I'm not sure, I haven't been keeping track. But by releasing them on a semi-regular schedule, they incentivize players to return to Modern Warfare Remastered and play it, because let's face it, guys, without this, Modern Warfare Remastered isn't really doing a ton to keep players interested these days, besides maybe adding new weapons to supply drops, which they seem to be doing on a near monthly basis at this point. That's the big problem with Modern Warfare Remastered. That is the biggest challenge that Raven Software faces with this game, is that with a game like Modern Warfare Remastered, we've seen the perks before, we've seen the maps, we've seen the guns, and I feel as though that once we get over the initial novelty of seeing Call of Duty 4 recreated, I feel as though a lot of fans kind of moved on from the game, or maybe don't play it as much as they did back in November, December, and January. And this is not only a problem that, like, Raven Software has with Modern Warfare Remastered, although Modern Warfare Remastered is kind of a unique situation, but it's an issue that games in general have. I mean, every game out there pretty much has microtransactions, they have DLC, they have season passes, and every game is competing for your playtime. They want you playing their game, they want you to be engaged with their game, because if you are more likely to spend money on their game, right? And so Raven Software is they're in that same business. They are competing with all these other games out there, but the problem with their game is it's a remaster of an old game from 2007, and as a result, they're kind of playing by a different different set of rules compared to the rest of the other games in the market. So other games, they are free to add DLC, they are free to do patches and updates, they are free to do really whatever they want. And let's not kid ourselves, Raven Software is pretty much free to do whatever they want. I mean, they can, if they decide to, add new perks to the game or rebalance the weapons or whatever, but they choose not to because they want to keep it true to Call of Duty 4. That's one of the rules they kind of have to play by that no other developer or no other game out there has to really do. They don't have to abide by these rules that were kind of set back in 2007. Also, other games that are out there these days, especially the popular ones that are recently released, they have new content. The entirety of the game is new content, new and interesting stuff, whereas a lot of the base content for Modern Warfare Remastered was experienced a decade ago, right? So that's another rule that Raven Software kind of has to play by. Most people have experienced most of the base content that the game has to offer, and as a result, it's a bit more difficult to actually compete. So when they do have something very cool, like Prop Hunt, like Slasher, like Snipers Only, like all the other Weekend Warfare events they've done so far, I can see why they try to capitalize on it as much as possible. Like I said, if they were to take Prop Hunt and make it a normal game mode, after a week or so of only playing that game mode, I feel as though most of us would be burnt out on it and we would not find it interesting anymore. It's much better, I think, in my opinion, for them to just keep it as a Weekend Warfare mode, because that way, whenever it does come out, whenever they do decide to have a Prop Hunt event, people are excited for it, and it gets people talking about the game again, and it gets people going back to play the game. Whereas if it just becomes a normal mode, people will eventually, I think, forget about it, and they will no longer see a big benefit from having something as cool as Prop Hunt. I mean, in this ever-adapting business, and this ever-changing market that we call a games industry, it's tough to compete. It really is, especially considering Modern Warfare Remastered is not yet available for individual purchase, so I feel as though they need every advantage they can get, and if that means not having Prop Hunt all the time, I think that's kind of a good thing for the game in the long run. But of course, I would love to hear what you guys think about that. That is just my personal theory. Those are just my thoughts and feelings. I would love to hear what you guys think down there in the comment section below. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And just to end things off here, I would like to give you guys some rumors that I have already discussed here on the channel, but I would like to bring them up once again for this video because they are particularly relevant to today's topic. So the first one is going to be the new weapons that are going to be coming to the game in June. So via the same people that had leaked to us all the previous supply drop weapons, they've leaked to us that new weapons are going to be coming in June. They are going to be a new sniper rifle, a new light machine gun, as well as the Modern Warfare 2 Ranger. And in fact, if you go to the link down there in the description, you can see gameplay of the Modern Warfare 2 Ranger in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. It looks freaking fantastic. So those new guns are coming next month. So maybe, just maybe, with double depot credit weekend here, save up all your depot credits for next month to get the new weapons as soon as they come out, or spend them now if you want to. If you want to get the BOS 14 and the Fang 45, I can't blame you. They're freaking awesome. I have both of them. They're so much fun to play with. So just want to make sure everyone's aware of that. New weapons are coming next month, so perhaps save all the depot credits you're getting this weekend. And the other one is going to be the fact that Modern Warfare Remastered itself may become available for individual purchase next month. Now, there's a video, I'll put a link to it in the description where I cover it in detail, but basically, Gamefly made a listing on their website showing Modern Warfare Remastered as its own individual game. Now, it's going to release on June 20th for the PlayStation 4, and then July 20th for the Xbox One and the PC, but the listing was quickly removed. It's not confirmed or anything like that, but it did show up on the Gamefly website, so if that does happen, perhaps more events are going to be happening around that time, and perhaps Modern Warfare Remastered's player base will be reinvigorated once again and be like it was back in November. That'd be freaking awesome if you ask me, but I just wanted to mention both of those here at the end of the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.